So, officially day 2 of the trip, and yeah, sleep was okay, except for the part when a very long group of trail runners or hikers walked nearby and, well, absolutely terrified me for a moment. But then as soon as I saw the headlights, I was like, okay, cool people. So yeah, sleep on the other hand was okay. My feet were very cold all night, so yeah, I think tonight I'm definitely double up. I'm going to double layer on the socks. So yeah. Next is probably breakfast. Whilst breakfast is being made, off camp, just loft my sleeping bag and so on, and then yeah, after breakfast head down camp and start hiking towards camp number 2. So yeah, because hopefully I want to be by the lakes. I want to pack raft tonight is the plan. So yeah. Yep, good thing I've got the bug net. Righty, so whilst breakfast is cooking, or stewing I should say, I'm just going to quickly run you through my plan for today. My plan is to hike 6 to 7 kilometres, give or take, to my start point where I'll actually start pack rafting, which is on a big lake system southeast of where I currently am. So yeah, that's why I'm saving all my batteries for that, because really yesterday and today are about getting down to the lake, and then I'm spending a week, or just over 8 days on the lake. So yeah, should be fun. It's predominantly going to be island hopping, fishing, and yeah, should be a good time out there. So that's the plan, because then I won't have to carry all the stuff on my back. I'll then be able to carry it in the pack raft. So yeah, happy days. Okay, so that is camp torn down now, so that's good. I'm just going to do a quick little whiz through everything just to make sure I am following the principles of LNT. I know those 2 items are there, but I'm not seeing any rubbish, I'm not seeing anything important. Bag is packed. I've tried a new system with it, so yeah, as it's not meant to rain today until tomorrow afternoon, my plan is hopefully I'll be at my next campsite by tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, so I can quickly make camp and keep everything dry. So yeah. There we go. Good messages. I've sent. check. Nothing on the floor, everything good. Turn them off. Camera check, camera check, camera check. Okay, I've fallen. I'm okay. Right on the elbow. I'm okay. Slipped. Camera took the brunt of it. Lens is intact. Everything intact. We are good. I'm okay. Alrighty, so small little update, making my way through, and it turns out the trail I'm actually following is from the Second World War. It's how they moved a lot of Norwegian people over to Sweden during the occupation. So yeah, a little bit of history, and the reason I know this is because there was a big tour group walking through, and they had some first sort of I'm not really sure, but mountain rescue, paramedic personnel with them. I got chatting with one of them, and yeah, that's how I found out this information. So really fascinating and nice little conversation, really. So yeah, just yeah, just passing through, and it's quite a big group of people actually, about 60 of them, which was nice because I needed a break. So yeah, and good thing I do have the InReach with me because well, signal can get spotty, especially in this part of the park from what I've heard. So yeah, happy days. Okie dokie, so I have a log here that I need to cross, a big puddle, almost lake, and then up there is where I need to keep going. So I'll let you know how I cross this log, because I'm not putting the camera down, crossing it, then coming back with the camera. Yeah, I'll give you an update if or not I fall in. Fingers crossed I don't. Navigation successful. Alrighty, so I'm at the edge of the, well, not the lake that I want to get to, but the one that I've decided I'm going to make a pit stop, have some lunch, relax, rest my back a bit, and yeah, then keep going in an hour or so. Alrighty, so lunch has been had, and yeah, I'm going to push on to my next point, which is Vangen, and then from Vangen I'm heading north 1.5 kilometers give or take along the lake because yeah, this pack is getting a little bit unsustainable to carry for much further. I did 5 kilometers yesterday. I've done 5.5, just now 6, and I've still got another 5 or 6 to go. So yeah, note to self: I need to do more proper weight training. Like the endurance is there. It's just I don't have the weight. But my hikes earlier this year with heavy pack has already made that a little bit easier. So yeah, just going to quickly pack up my lunch gear, follow the elements of leave no trace, and be gone. Okay, so lunch has been had, which was needed, and now I'm just gonna power walk my way through to my next campsite, which then hopefully means that tomorrow I won't have to drag this heavy bag for more than 1.5 kilometers. So yeah, and then we can actually start, or I can actually start the packraft journey proper. So yeah, very excited and very much looking forward to that. Even though it is a little bit longer, I'm staying on this road to get to Vanger, because from Vanger then I've got a little bit of a bush hike to get to where I want to go, and then I'm calling it a day. So alrighty, so it's been a while. Haven't been able to film as much just because quite a few people, and if you know my channel, you know the rules. No, if there's people, no filming, respect the privacy and so on. So yeah, now the campsite that I'm going to tonight, or the spot where I'm looking for, is still a 1 to 2 kilometer trek from the lake system I want to be in tomorrow. Now, I have seen the weather, and it has definitely changed for tonight and tomorrow until around about 11 AM. So my plan is to build camp tonight, stay in camp tomorrow, and then hightail it to the lake system in the morning, or when it stops raining, get the boat ready, paddle out to an island, and then just spend the rest of the trip island hopping. So yeah, that's the plan. Alrighty, so this is not my campsite for tonight. This is my campsite for tonight. So there's a fire pit there, which I'm not going to use. I'm not equipped to make fire. Also, it looks like there's a fire ban at the moment, which is good. So I'm not doing anything with that. Let's just quickly scope the 4 Ws. So I've got my water source, which is down there. Firewood is not an issue, so I can ignore that. Widowmakers. There's a couple there, but I don't think I'm going to be hammocking here. Maybe that. Yep. Okay, Widowmakers is good. There's no dead trees. And then finally the wind. So it is a southerly wind which is coming from my back. So I am half tempted to actually pitch my tent or my hammock down there, or in between these 2 trees actually, which looks more likely, because then I will at least be out of the wind. It will make securing the tarp a little bit more tricky, but I'll cross that bridge if and when I get to it. So yeah, probably I will pitch my tarp here, because at least then I will be protected from the southerly wind. A little bit of a hike to get up, but that's okay because the path is back there and is a little bit discreet. So yeah, without much further ado, time to just schlep my bag down to there and then make camp for the night. So yeah. Alrighty, time to make camp, I reckon. So yeah, I want to get all my gear under cover. I want to get me nice and dry and just get ready for tomorrow to wait out this rain, because it is going to be a long day in the hammock tomorrow, I reckon, because I need it. Open this up correctly. That is the tarp sorted. Next would just be to build the ridge line, I reckon. And good old trusty paracord. So that is the ridge line set up. Next, what I have here are a couple of Prusik loops, which I'll use these tiny little carabiners which also house my food bag to connect to the tarp. So, I'm going to take the midpoint. Luckily for me, my tarp already has little eyelets in there, so let's connect. one. So that one down to the end because I won't need it. And this one isn't. Uh-oh. Occasionally that can happen, that a prusik comes undone. Fingers crossed I remember how to tie them. Been a while. Now that is one thing that I have occasionally noticed with some of my outdoor skills is that they atrophy. You know, you have to keep practicing. You know, knot craft, for instance, very important skill to know. Right, so let's take a knot in. Just feed it over a couple of times. Make sure it's nice and tidy. And pull through like that. Excellent. It's a nice little prusik. Take that off. Clip it back on. Just a little bit so it's not directly on the knot. Oops. That goes like that. That's the middle. Find the eyelet. Again, clip that through like that. And then on my final eyelet, which should be this one here. Clip it through that one. Et voila! Span it nice and tight. I'm going to span it a little bit further on here. Prusik all the way to the end. Fingers crossed that one. Oh yeah, that nicely tensioned. Now, next thing is to just use some quick release knots onto these stake tie downs. So yeah, and then that is my tarp setup, and then when it's not raining I will show you how I do the hammock. So. Okay, so it's definitely light drizzle now, and camp admin has been done. So inside, yeah, there's a hammock with the underquilt. My sleeping bag is already in, and extra pair of socks as well, because last night I could barely feel my feet. It was that cold. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. It's looking fairly miserable, so I'm probably going to hunker down in the hammock anyway, just sit in it and maybe read my book. I'm not sure. I've got my phone in airplane mode to consume battery, but I do have Kindle on there with a couple of books, so I think that's tonight's activity. And then tomorrow, once the weather clears, it'll be break down camp, let the tarp dry out a little bit, and then yeah, head over to the other lake system for some pack rafting. I mean, I could pack raft this lake, but yeah, I don't know. Alrighty, so yeah, I'm in the hammock. It's just almost 9 PM, so yeah, I'm probably going to be crashing fairly soon, because I did not sleep well last night. But yeah, see you in the morning, and hopefully I get to take the pack raft out tomorrow. So yeah, happy days.